in a good manner, since there's especially made through German technology, so to speak of, with great German engineering power. So it's pretty hard to copy them in a believable manner that someone could not believe that they are fake. So no, not
that
really.
is quite naive of you, I must say. I'll continue on then. You talked about us discussing papers, I believe, and then myself and the other group of you left after questioning the melody which was being played, as it was that of the British anthem,
Objection.
which I shall skip over.
Objection. Counsel is testifying. You're not allowed to testify as to what happened, just to ask questions, elaborate on the situation.
Oh, okay. Whatever. So after that you talk about the General Infantry's visit. And could you just recount what happened in that visit?
Basically, me and Rosbach went down the stairs, me at the front, Rosbach at the back. I opened the door, and I saw how Herr Jürgen was talking to the general, apparently, about the radio. Then I asked politely 3 times what's actually happening. I got ignored, so I raised my voice. I came closer. Then I called him out of character, words out of character. And then I got arrested by NCO of the SD, which, as you might know, is not legal.
Okay, I'll just state for the court now that an SD NCO can arrest SCA with an arrest warrant, which he was holding, signed by the other group in Fury. As I was stating it to the court. I wasn't objecting anything that he was saying. So we'll continue. And after, in this video, did you call the SSI command autistic?
Leading question.
I'm asking him if the SSI... I have a question. Yes, I have a question to you, Herr Hartax. Hartgas, I'm sorry. How did he got the arrest warrant so fast? Because of previous charges and how he disrespected the other group in the Fury before, and we already had that arrest warrant ready, as you will tell from Herr Deals' testament, that he already had the arrest warrant when the general was there. Okay, well, I guess you're not going to answer the question, but you could tell from the evidence he called the SSI command autistic, which is very nice.
Objection. Counsel is testifying again. We should probably hold him in contempt of court, having him in
Unfortunate. It's already been handed to the goal lawyer. Okay. I don't see any evidence. So... It's not evidence, it's an arrest warrant. Okay, I'll just get it 1 second, if you're so adamant on it. There you go. I just made a paper airplane out of it and flew it to you. Yeah, I'll send him the Google Doc on PM, mate. If you want to see a picture of it, there you go. If you don't believe me, mate, there you go.
Imagine disrespecting the court.
Yes, but all of you, can we get the timestamp when the document was created, so we can be, so we can know that arrest warrant was created before?
The Oberrichter has it.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
The Oberrichter has it. Why didn't you ask him?
It only has date on it. That I need the
Right, listen
timestamp,
to what I'm
you know,
saying,
time.
okay? I'll give the Oberrichter the exact copy of it with a timestamp on, okay? So he has it.
All of you, your attitude towards court is quite inappropriate. I have politely asked you to see the time stamp. I only can see a date on this document that head judge gave me. I need a timestamp. What is timestamp? It says, for example, 16 hours and 46 minutes. For example, I need a timestamp, not the date. That's what I need.
Okay, since you people don't know how to work around things.
Imagine insulting the court again.
Well, I want to talk about your you know, attitude defense. You've been disrespecting SS generals and Wehrmacht generals this whole time.
Insulting you is not against anything. Insulting them is against.
So,
Sorry if you're gonna
this whole
let it.
trial is for a law that's being broken, disrespect to, you know, higher ups, and you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna. The defense do not want to counter-examine the witness. I should just give him. So, Herr Konrad, how would you describe your attitude towards the Oberführer, the Gruppenführer, and General of the Infantry?
Quite respectful regarding the things that happened before.
Like, your attitude to them, how...
Pretty good.
Do you remember using any kind of words?
What kind of words do you mean?
Did you use any kind of verbal
No, I did not out of character. I did say bad words in out of character, so meh, out of character ends now.
How would you describe their attitude towards you?
Pretty aggressive, and since they were in my propaganda building, I guess pretty disrespectful.
Could you specify any way in which the people in question overstepped their boundaries and authority?
For once, first SS are asking me for my ID to enter my building. Second, for not saluting me, even after seeing my ID. Third, for the General of the Infantry to order my men instead of my building where he has no authority whatsoever. To delete the radio, aka the radio where the song was played at.
Unless they were applying a law against the song in question, do you think they would have authority to remove it? Again, unless they were applying the law.
No.
So in your opinion, do you think they were applying the law, this meaning that there is a law against what, or were they just overstepping their boundaries by giving the orders they are not allowed to give?
I think they're overstepping the boundaries about orders they were not supposed to give.
Thank you, Herr Konrad, I have nothing.
Okay, has any of the sides any closed statements?
Yeah, we do have a closing statement. The defense has a closing statement.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I mean, this is not to insult any of the members of jury or other court workers, anyone in the court, any of the witnesses, or the court itself, as we we do not like to be in contempt of court, unlike the opposition seems. I'd like to tell that this trial is a joke. Obviously, at most, Peter Konrad might have had, a bad tone and maybe, some insults. But let's not forget the fact that this trial wasn't about disrespect, it was about treason and disrespect. Because while disrespect can't really be punished hard, treason can be punished by execution. Now, I don't think we have to go too much to the fact that the treason charge was just unbased, and I guess, the people who made it knew it as well. It's very hard for me to believe that, a general of the infantry, an Oberfuhrer and a Gruppenführer don't actually know the German anthem from during World War II and from World War I, and the German anthem that has been the German anthem since Prussia was. So, they keep saying that the defense is so, respecting him and all of that, and that we shouldn't be playing with words like that. They have an issue with the fact that they were being disrespected, but they don't have an issue with literally risking someone's entire career and life on some boogaloo charge that makes no sense. Because, who actually needs some general culture? Now, I don't think we have to furthermore question the fact that those people didn't actually know the German anthem, or the anthem that has been used by most monarchies in Europe for a very long time, and decided to straight away go and charge him with treason instead of actually double checking. Because while, it might be a bit forgettable that, they just forgivable that they didn't know about it, but putting someone on trial without actually double checking, after literally everyone around them told them that the song is actually legal and is a German one, not a British, just proves how willing they are to just step over any boundaries. Now, during the whole situation, the SS and the Wehrmacht were overstepping their boundaries, giving orders that they are not supposed to give, putting a member of the Gauleitung, of the Ministry of Propaganda, under gunpoint, which again, maybe it was for the security of the Gruppenführer, but in the end, they were overstepping their boundaries, ordering them to remove a radio which they had no authority to do. Now, obviously, they would have had the authority if they were applying the law, but as Herr Hardgas said while I was interrogating him, he did say that they were not actually trying
Interrogating?
they were just questioning. Examining you. Is that better for you? Sorry. He did say that they weren't trying to remove it, they were just questioning the song itself. Now, obviously, they dropped the charge because it's completely, excuse me for using this word, but retarded. It has no base. It is a fake charge that risks a man's life and whole career just because some people got triggered because they got disrespected of it. But in the end, we can't just pretend it didn't happen. And this just points out, the whole attitude of the prosecution and the accusers, disrespecting the trial, the court itself, respecting the Gauleiter and questioning his orders and questioning the how judges, which is against and contempt of court, which is actually illegal, are like playing a German nationalist. Just as for the disrespect, there is no actual proof of it besides witnesses that are actually the accusers. The witnesses on the other side, the neutral witnesses are split on this. Some say that it happened, some say that it didn't. There's no concluding evidence that he did disrespect anyone, and none, in any case, not enough for a consistent punishment. I believe that not only this Peter Konrad should be found not guilty on all charges, but Peter Konrad will go ahead and sue and put on trial all of the accusers and the prosecution for malicious charges with no base and fake charges of treason. As just because you have 2 SS runes on your collar doesn't mean you can just risk people's lives and careers just because you feel like it, without actually double checking it. Because in a few hours you went from being disrespected to putting someone on a trial for treason. That's all we have to say.
Thank you very much. And of course now, Herr Hardgas, would you like to add something? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm listening. Okay. So this whole incident started because he disrespected 2 generals. To say there's no evidence is complete bullshit, and for him to decide who is unrelated or neutral in this is not up to him. He can't determine who is neutral or not. Alongside that, yeah, just most of the stuff he said has been assumptions, no clear grounds, no evidence behind what he said. What else was there? Constant disrespect to generals during it, the lawyer. We don't even get a lawyer, I don't know what's up with that. And yeah, it's, as he called it, this trial is quite the joke. You never asked us if we want one. You said get in the court, sit down.
Yes, but you
The Gauleiter left in the middle of this because it's a joke.
Konrad with that, so you should ask if he want a lawyer.
Okay, whatever.
Isn't that correct?
You could tell how much of a joke. You could tell how much of a joke this trial is because the Gauleiter left. Okay, this is based off him disrespecting two generals, and there is multiple witnesses that say that, and I'm pretty sure that evidence you were sent as well will probably prove that as well. So yeah, we didn't want to do anything with the treason charge. We were just probable treason, because it is created off that. But I'm not going to go on about the music anymore because that was dropped. Okay.
Both of you, could you repeat that you said this whole trial is a joke? Because the guy
Yes, exactly what the person over there said. Yeah,
Yes,
if you
but
look
he didn't
at
call
that
the
guy over there, he
trial
said...
a joke.
Yes, he did. He literally said those exact words. He called it a joke, if you were listening.
May I
Everyone
actually add
in this
that?
courtroom could agree.
May I-
I believe I'm
As
still
I
doing my
just said-
closing statement.
It doesn't answer to what you just accused.
Okay, well, he's
So,
gone to a
defend
human
no.
statue.
Yes, tell what you have to say, then the prosecution will continue.
As I did state, this wasn't to insult anyone besides the accusing side, because it wasn't the court which made a mockery of it, it was the accusing side making a mockery, which turned it into a joke.
Prosecution?
Okay, well, this guy has just presumed a lot, not worked off evidence. We've seen by multiple witness statements that he has decided to be disrespectful to two generals, and that if you cannot see that, well, I do not know what to say.
Well, the judges will go in the room to decide the final verdict for the ministerial director Peter Konrad.
All rise. You may be seated.
Excuse me.
All rise. Be seated.
Fake.
Peter Konrad, stand up.
Ministerial director Konrad, take the place over there in the middle, right there in front of the
Yes.
head judge. I will voice your punishment. Your punishment will be classes for anger management, but any punishments such as demotion, suspension will be not given out. Your punishment will be an anger management class, so you can control yourself. Please be seated on your seat. And judges have something else to add when Ministerial Director will take his seat. Alright, from the personal perspective, the prosecution side has been totally disrespectful to the court and questioned the ultimate authority from Gauleiter himself. I have to say this was totally inappropriate and it should be talked with Gauleiter himself about this whole thing. Also to add, yes, prosecution, tell me, why did you exactly really, why do you exactly think this court is a joke? I want your thinking on this. Why this is
Because
a joke?
the Gauleiter left. And because the defense also called it a joke as well, that's why.
He called that your charges were a joke, not the court, not the Gauleiter.
Everyone in this courtroom will agree that he said this trial is a joke. Please listen.
He repeated himself 2 times, Overführer. 2 times.
Then you need some hearing checks.
Well, I'll just write that down too. So, well, this court should be officially over. This court aftermath should be discussed with the Gauleiter. Everyone are now free, and the court is over.
Wir danken, Herren, for
Trying
attending
to
this
get
court
to
trial.
anger management passive.
Herr Weiß.